Guys, it's me, it's Queen Said Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Well, thank you to all of you who donated and all of you who signed up for readings and all of you who looked out because I finally have everything I need in place to go to BronyCon. So Ask an Aquarius will be on vacation from July 31st to August 5th. I will upload on the 6th of August. Now, in the meantime, between that little span, I'm going to be uploading pictures from BronyCon, pictures of people's costumes and things like that, so you guys get a chance to see what these conventions are like. They're a lot of fun. So I want to thank everybody that helped me because I would not have reached this goal if I did not have help. This goal was a bear. So I want to thank you all. And I want to tell you that if you are at BronyCon or if you're in Baltimore, Maryland, between the 31st and the 5th of August, email me or hit me up on social media. All my information will be underneath this video because we can meet up and have lunch. We can go to a workshop together or whatever. I'm going to the con every day. We have tickets for every day. So whatever day you're there, let me know. Or if you live in Baltimore and you want to hang out, I'm going to be at the convention center. And I'm sure there's some place to eat, some place to have coffee or something nearby. So if you want to hang out, please hit me up on social media or email me and I will meet you somewhere and we'll hang out and do something. Okay? All right, guys. Now, I wanted to tell you guys, I got a message from a woman. And she was telling me that she had watched my video about Aquarius and Taurus. Now, Aquarius and Taurus is not a very conventional match, but it is one of those matches that comes up frequently, even though it's not a conventional match. It comes up often, Aquarius and Taurus, Aquarius and Cancer, Aquarius and Scorpio, Aquarius and Virgo often come up. They don't always work, but they often come up. So she was like, I know I'm not the right element and our signs really don't match that well, but what is it that is drawing me to him? And I was like, well, when dealing with a Taurus, 9 times out of 10, you're probably drawn to things about him that are very intense. I'll give you an example. Tauruses have the tendency to be very sexual. Aquarius has a tendency to be very sexual. So when you put these two together, it's like fireworks. And I asked her before I even told her that part, I said, is he handsome? She was like, extremely. And I'm like, does he dress nice? Does he smell good? And she's like, oh my God, you would not believe. And I'm like, there you are. Because a lot of Tauruses are very attractive. And if they're not attractive as in, physical, they have attractive energy. Some of them are very sexy, like I said before, sex appeal, So that is what attracts the Aquarius, the sex appeal. Also, Tauruses are non-conformist. And Aquarius, we beat to our own drum. So in that sense, we really do understand each other. So those are probably the things that will draw an Aquarius and a Taurus together. I've been with a Taurus. So I've seen this happen many, many times. But the problem is that you got a lot of similarities, but those differences are strong. You're both also very stubborn. Very stubborn. And Tauruses are stubborn a lot of times for no damn reason. And Aquarius is usually stubborn on principle or something like that. So Taurus will be stubborn just for the sake of being stubborn. And this causes a lot of problems in the relationship. So a lot of times when I see Aquarius and Taurus come together, if it's male, female, male, male, female, female, it really doesn't matter. Because when they come together, what ends up happening is that stubborn energy in them both is what drives them apart. These are two people who are very loving. They got a very loving kind of energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus. So if you're a third decan Aquarius, you're going to be especially drawn to certain ones because you have that Venus. Again, Venus rules Taurus and Venus also rules Libra. So you're going to have a strong vibration going there, especially in the third decan, but also in other places as well. So yeah, there could be a strong energy, a magnetic kind of energy. Like I said before, these two love very hard because of that Venus energy. They like a lot of the same things, beauty and things like that. But Taurus is an earth energy, so it's fundamentally going to be more down to earth. The Aquarius is going to be more grounded than the Aquarius. The Aquarius can be down to earth. They can be very practical in that kind of way, but the Aquarius is also more spontaneous sometimes. And the Taurus likes stability. The Aquarius be off into the stratosphere. So some of the similarities you have is what draws you. I think that's what draws you to almost anybody. Your similarities, or you might see, again, on the flip side, differences. For example, the things that you don't have or don't do may be very attractive to you in another person, but they don't always work in a relationship because that thing you think is attractive may not be compatible. Relationships are all about compatibility. So it doesn't matter if the person is just like you or nothing like you. If you guys aren't compatible, that's going to be a problem. If they're just like you, 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to get more done because you'll have shared goals, shared ideas, things along that line. But at the same time, they might get on your nerves because they're so much like you see? And likewise, if they're nothing like you might really be drawn and attracted to the parts of them that you don't have, But at the same time, some of the times that's exactly what makes you not compatible. So, like I said before, this is a double-edged sword. These things can go either way. It really just depends on how the two people get along. So when it comes to the Taurus guy and the Aquarius woman, I can see the draw. I can definitely see it, but I don't really see a future. See, that's where the issue comes in. Mr. Right Now versus Mr. Right. You see? So I can see him being Mr. Right Now. The question is, can he become Mr. Right? So the only way you're going to find out is by doing a, what is it called? A compatibility chart, an astrological compatibility chart, or a tarot love reading. Those are the only 2 ways that I know of where you're going to be able to see if these 2 people are compatible. Now, tarot love readings, I do them all the time. They're the least expensive of the 2 because I do the compatibility astrological charts as well. And those are more expensive because they take a lot of time. To do somebody's astrological chart, you got to do each member of the couple. And then after you do them each separately, you have to see how they blend. So you might end up doing like an 8 to 10 page report for each person and then like a 2-page summary on how they blend. So we're talking about like 22 pages of work, So that could be a little bit more tricky and it's always more expensive. But like I said before, the Love Tarot reading is about an hour, so it's pretty fast and it's considerably less money than getting both of your compatibility charts done. So you can do one or the other. That's what I would do. Because at the end of the day, you already know I'm going to tell you that you can't figure out somebody's compatibility based on their sun sign. You can get kind of an idea of what might go on, but you have to look at the rest of that chart. You have to see, where is his moon? Where is his rising sign? Where is his Venus? Is he a fixed sign? Which I think he might be. I think Taurus is fixed. I can't remember, but I think it is. So you have to ask yourself all of these questions and find out all of these answers by looking at your astrological compatibility. Okay? So that's basically the bottom line. All of the things that will draw you to this Taurus man could keep you guys together, or it could tear you apart. Okay? So when it comes to sex and sexuality, you always know I say move slowly, because that'll give you an opportunity to see if there's something there besides just lust. Okay? All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to another Aquarius woman who's wondering about a Taurus man. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. All my information is underneath here. And please come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.